Okay, good afternoon, students. So, in previous videos, we have solved four questions. That is question number 1, question number 4, question number 6, and question number 7. Okay, in question number 1, reverse Carnot cycle, we have explained. Okay, and question number 2, there was a numerical. Question number 3, and sorry, question number 4 actually, that was numerical. Question number 6 was also numerical, and question number 7 we have solved. We have derived the equation for specific humidity, and in that we have shown that it is a function of vapor pressure and barometric pressure. Okay, now let us take question number 8. So what is the question number 8? Air is supplied to a conditioned room at 17 degrees Celsius drivable temperature and 50% relative humidity. The air leaves the room at 25 degrees Celsius DBT, during which relative humidity increased by 5%. Okay, find dew point temperature of the supply air, change in enthalpy during the process, change in specific humidity during the process, show it on the psychrometric chart. Okay, so this also we have to show on the psychrometric chart. So by using psychrometric chart we can solve this particular question. So you need a psychrometric chart for this also. So whatever psychrometric chart I have shared to you already, okay, that is also important, but I will share one more psychrometric chart, okay, in which actually DBT, that is dew point temperature, is will be given in the whatever chart now I am sharing to you. Okay, in previous chart whatever I have shared, in that there was no dew point temperature mentioned. Okay, so for that you refer the chart number 2, second chart that I have shared to you. Okay, now let us try to solve this question. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to say write down the given data. That is at the inlet, TD1 is given 17 degrees Celsius and relative humidity is given 50%. TD2 is 25 degrees Celsius and phi2 is given 55%, that is increased by 5% relative humidity. So therefore just we have to add it 5% to the previous one. Okay, so it is 55%. So if you see carefully here, temperature is increased from 17 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius. So here we can say that it is a heating process. And now whether it is a humidification or dehumidification, for that we have to draw a line or the chart. Okay, so look at this. This is the 17 degrees Celsius temperature, and this particular curve indicates the 50% relative humidity, and you have to mention point number 1. So to mention the point number 2, just take a temperature of 25 degrees drivable temperature and relative humidity of 55%, that is in between 50% and 60%. Okay, if you see the chart, in that chart there is a 50% and 60% relative humidity. So exactly at the center we have to mention 55%. Okay, so this is point number 2. So if you see carefully here, this is a humidification process because humidity ratio here increases. Okay, so this is a heating and humidification process. Now how to calculate the dew point temperature? Okay, so from chart we have to calculate this. So if you see this psychrometric chart carefully, okay, so just I have mentioned here, just one second. So this is the 15 and this is the 17 degrees Celsius temperature. So from this 17 degrees Celsius, what we have to do, we have to draw a straight vertical line. It will intersect here, and this is the relative humidity of how much? 50%. Okay, so this is the point number 1. So you will get point number 1. Now how to calculate point number 2? So just take a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this is the temperature of 25 degrees Celsius, and relative humidity, if you see here, so this is 60 and this is 50. So in between these I have mentioned here point number 2, that is point number 2. Okay, and now just what we have to do, we have to join point number 1 and point number 2. Okay, so from this point number 1 we can calculate the H1. From point number 2 we can calculate the value of H2. Okay, so you calculate these values. From point number 1 we can calculate here, if you see here, okay, at this particular point. So in this chart, these particular values are given in 1, 2, 3, okay, but this is given in gram per kilogram of the dryer. So we have to convert this into kg per kg of the dryer. So for that, what we have to do, just divide this 1 by 1000. So it will be 0.001, this will be 0.002, this will be 0.003, 0.004. So from that we can calculate the specific humidities, okay. And how to calculate the dew point? So from this point, if you see here, this is the dew point, okay, here it is mentioned. So just extend this line here, and at this particular point, so here you will get the values of dew point temperature, that is DPT, dew point temperature, and that comes around here, in this case 7.4 degrees Celsius, okay. So this is the dew point temperature. So I hope you got how to calculate the dew point temperature, but for that you need a new chart that I will share you in the WhatsApp group, okay. And you use this particular chart, you take the printout of this particular chart, and try to solve question number, whatever questions are asked on this particular psychometric chart, with the help of this chart only. Because in this chart all things are mentioned. Here driver temperature is mentioned, okay. Here on this particular right hand side, dew point temperature is mentioned. Here sensible heat is mentioned here, okay. And here enthalpies are mentioned. Here this is a vapor pressure, okay. And here enthalpies already, okay, both are same. And here dew point temperature is there, okay. This particular curve is dew point temperature or saturation temperature. So you have to use this particular chart only, okay. Refer this chart. Now we have got the value of dew point temperature. Now how to calculate the change in enthalpy? Just same thing. Here from this you will get the value of h1, and we have got the value of h2. So what are that values here? Look at this. From chart you will get that h1 as 32.5 and h2 you will get as 53. So just you have to do the subtraction of this. So h2 minus h1, that is nothing but your change in enthalpy, that is 20.5 kilojoule per kg of dry air. And how to calculate change in moisture content? So just you calculate w1, just you calculate value of w2, and from that change in moisture can be calculated as w2 minus w1, that is 0.011 minus 0.006. So that is nothing but 0.005 kilojoule per, sorry, kg per kg of the dry air, okay. So this is very very simple question. So I hope you understood this particular question also, and all questions that I have already explained, you understood all the questions, okay. Now best of luck for your tomorrow's examination, okay. You study these particular questions very well. Also whatever assignment I have given to you, assignment number 1 and assignment number 2 for the chapter number 2, okay, that we have to refer and we have to study very well, okay. Any question may be asked in the question examination, okay. There is no specific pattern for that, okay. So thank you very much.